In the history of the NBA, few innovations have had as profound an impact as the introduction of the three-point line. Originally viewed as a gimmick, the three-pointer has evolved into the focal point of modern basketball, redefining strategy, player roles, and even the league's entertainment value. Today, it's not just a shot. It's a cultural phenomenon that has transformed how the game is played at every level. This script explores the three-point line's journey from its inception in the 1960s ABA, American Basketball Association, to its adoption by the NBA in 1979, and its eventual rise to dominance in the 21st century. Along the way, we'll highlight the players, teams, and cultural shifts that cemented the three-point shot as basketball's ultimate weapon and changed the sport forever. The idea of the three-point line was first introduced in the ABA in 1967. League officials wanted to differentiate the ABA from the NBA, providing a more exciting and high-scoring alternative for fans. The concept was revolutionary. Rewarding players for taking riskier, long-range shots added a new layer of strategy and excitement to the game. Purpose: the three-point line was designed to reward long-range shooting and create a more dynamic style of play. The goal was to open up the court, encourage outside shooting, and give teams a way to close gaps quickly. Reception: while some players and fans embraced the idea, traditionalists criticized it as a gimmick that undermined basketball fundamentals. Coaches were particularly wary of teaching players to rely on a shot perceived as low percentage. The ABA's adoption of the three-pointer produced iconic moments and players who embraced the shot. The high-flying, fast-paced style of the ABA made the three-pointer a natural fit. Louis Dampier, a sharpshooting guard for the Kentucky Colonels, Dampier became the ABA's three-point pioneer, leading the league and made three-pointers during its early years. Rick Barry, known for his scoring prowess, Barry used the three-pointer to stretch defenses and elevate his game, becoming a fan favorite. Though the ABA merged with the NBA in 1976, the three-point line didn't immediately carry over, leaving fans wondering whether the shot had a future in professional basketball. It wasn't until 3 years later that the NBA decided to give the three-point line a chance, setting the stage for its eventual revolution. In 1979, the NBA officially adopted the three-point line, marking the beginning of a new era. Initially, the line was met with skepticism from coaches and players who believed it would disrupt the flow of the game. Many viewed the shot as a novelty rather than a legitimate scoring weapon. Rules and distance: the three-point line was set at 23 feet, 9 inches from the basket at the top of the arc, with shorter distances in the corners, 22 feet. This setup allowed for strategic opportunities, particularly for corner shooters. Limited use: in its early years, teams attempted only a handful of three-pointers per game, often treating the shot as a desperation move rather than a primary offensive tool. Despite widespread skepticism, certain players and teams saw the potential of the three-point line and began incorporating it into their strategy. Larry Bird, the Celtics star, used the three-pointer as a situational weapon, demonstrating its potential for clutch moments and critical possession. Dale Ellis and Danny Ainge, these early sharpshooters, exploited the shot's value, showcasing how it could stretch defenses and create scoring opportunities. Magic Johnson, even as a playmaker, Johnson occasionally relied on the three-pointer to complement his versatile offensive game. The slow adoption of the three-pointer reflected the NBA's cautious approach, but it laid the groundwork for the dramatic changes to come. By the 1990s, the three-pointer had become a more integral part of NBA strategy. Teams began to recognize its potential to stretch defenses and create spacing for drives to the basket. The league also introduced temporary rule changes to encourage its use. Rule change: during the 1994-95 season, the NBA temporarily shortened the three-point line to 22 feet across the arcade. The experiment boosted three-point attempts and scoring, but was reverted in 1997 after critics argued it diminished the skill required to make the shot. Key players: Reggie Miller, known for his clutch three-point shooting, Miller became a symbol of the shot's rising importance, hitting numerous game-winning shots in high-stakes moments. Glenn Rice and Steve Kerr, these players excelled as specialists, showcasing the value of a reliable three-point threat in a team's offensive arsenal. In the 2000s and beyond, the three-pointer became the centerpiece of NBA offenses. Advanced analytics emphasized the shot's efficiency compared to mid-range jumpers, leading teams to embrace the three or layup philosophy. Golden State Warriors. Under Steve Kerr, the Warriors revolutionized the game by building their offense around the three-point line. Stephen Curry and Klay Thompson, known as the Splash Brothers, set new standards for three-point shooting, combining volume with incredible accuracy. Houston Rockets, led by James Harden and fueled by analytics, the Rockets emphasized three-point attempts over nearly all other shots, reshaping offensive strategy and challenging traditional basketball norms. The rise of the three-pointer changed how players are scouted and developed. Big men shooting threes. Centers like Dirk Nowitzki, Kevin Durant, and Nikola Jokic expanded their games to include three-point shooting, blurring the lines between positions. Sharpshooter specialists. Players like Kyle Korver and J.J. Redick carved out successful careers by excelling behind the arc, proving the value of consistent outside shooting. The three-point line's impact extends beyond scoring. Spacing. Teams now prioritize spacing the floor, creating more room for drives, cuts, and post-ups. Faster pace. The emphasis on quick three-point attempts has sped up the game, making it more entertaining for fans. Transition offenses now frequently result in pull-up threes instead of traditional layups. Higher scoring. The increased reliance on three-pointers has led to record-breaking scoring outputs, redefining what's considered an average game. The three-point line's popularity has trickled down to college, high school, and even youth basketball. Players are now encouraged to develop three-point range at an early age, reshaping the sport's fundamentals and fostering a new generation of sharpshooters. Cultural shift. From playgrounds to professional courts, the three-pointer has become the shot every player wants to master. From its humble beginnings as an ABA experiment to its central role in modern NBA strategy, the three-point line has forever changed basketball. It's more than just a shot. It's a philosophy that rewards creativity, skill, and innovation. The three-point revolution has given rise to unforgettable moments, legendary players, and a new way of thinking about the game. As basketball continues to evolve, one thing is clear: the three-pointer will remain at the heart of the sport's future, shaping its strategies and captivating fans for generations to come. Its legacy extends far beyond the arc, leaving an indelible mark on the world of sports.